Hey guys, so as promised, I am going to finish processing these chickens out that we butchered this weekend. So I've got everything set up that I need. I usually do it over the sink and then transfer everything over here for the food saver, but today I'm going to do it all on this from the stove to the food saver. I even shortened my tripod so you guys get a bird's eye view of it. Just sit back and I guess watch me mess up some chickens. Okay, so the birds are pretty good sized, and I usually, as soon as I bring them in the house, give them a good rinse and just kind of pluck off any foreign bodies that's on it. I like to weigh them because I want to see how much I've got sitting right here, which that is 6 pounds and 9 ounces of chicken. Which there's some more. Inevitably, there's something that's always going to be on it. 6 pounds and 9 ounces. That's quite a bit of chicken. Okay, so typically, like we cut the back out whenever we butcher because we don't have any way to pluck them unless it's by hand. And I don't know about you, but I'm not plucking this gigantic bird. I always, like, there's the little, I kind of clean them up as I'm going, but one thing you'll notice on the thigh here is if you kind of cut into the skirt right here up into that last part of the rib, it just kind of falls off. So, and as I go, I pull out, this is a like mesentery layer. It's used to hold skin in place, and it's on the inside to hold intestines. I just kind of peel it out as I go. I'll do the same thing on the other side though. Cut the skirt up to like the last portion of the rib, which is about right here. And sometimes there's a piece of bone in there, but typically there isn't. This one there is. It just depends on how you cut the back out. But here's the second thigh. I'll come over here, and on the wings, I usually try to get a pretty good chunk of this meat. Like there's this piece of muscle right here that runs to the front. I try to get a good chunk of it in there because it just makes them better whenever you smoke them. Cut all the way into the socket. You can kind of feel in there if you've got it popped or not.
Mom, look at him. Like it? Does it look good? You like it? No, don't take off.
There's a wing.
Come on, that thing is white. It's good.
And any of this like back meat you want to put with it, you can. You can just pinch it up and skim down the bone, and you'll just peel that out.
Hey, Mama, he wants to show you something. Look at him.
What do you got,
He
baby?
has 2 eyeballs.
You got 2 stickers?
Because I ripped my other one, so I gave it to him.
Okay. There's the other wing. Okay, so then you're left with the kind of the meat and potatoes, which you see I cut a lot more meat into this one than I did the first one, but that was purely by accident. I didn't mean to take that much out. Once you get all of the wing and the thigh removed, you can see any like little peely stuff or anything you don't want stored with your chicken, you can go ahead and cut it out. I usually take advantage of that this time just to dress it up a little bit, make it look better. But really, none of this is anything that's going to taste bad or bother you if you don't clean it up. Okay, so I usually look on the inside, up the breastbone to the center of the breastbone, and I make a cut. You'll turn it over. So then that gives me my median line, and you can kind of feel, which I need to trim this up some more. Along this breastbone, and I just typically cut the meat off of it on one side. That breastbone is extremely hard to try and cut by yourself without a saw.
Or a pair of like big.
I could probably use my shears. I've never.
That's what Dad was using to cut bones. That's the only thing they're good for. You can't cut their necks with it.
No.
I
I like to leave the ribs in the ribs. I'm losing my mind. The ribs intact. Sorry, I'm right-handed, so it's kind of hard to show you. But what I'm doing is I'm trying to crack this cartilage right here.
You can use these. Kirk. Usually.
I think I'll try here in just a second.
That knife's really sharp, guys.
It's a tough knife. If you can get a little started in that piece of cartilage and then kind of crank your knife over, you can cut usually typically right through it. Now on the other half, you can either leave the breastbone, which I do, or you can take and slice it on the opposite side and take it out. But I'll leave the breastbone in. I actually did the wrong one to take the breastbone out. I was going to leave the breastbone in the one I accidentally cut. But that's how I typically piece out a chicken once they've been butchered. You would do the same thing to a bird that still has the skin on, and I actually cut my bags already. There is a piece of a feather. Good job.
There's three wings on that in one place. What is wrong with these scissors?
They pop apart.
They're hard to put back together.
Yeah. And I cut several sizes, so I'd have plenty of sizes. But whenever we cook chicken, usually we do the leg and the thigh together. And one breast. So I will take the smaller of the two. And this is where having this food saver is so handy. Moist and fast. Yeah, we'll do normal to show you.
Sucks all the juice out of them.
I know it does.
Look how tight that chicken is.
Okay, I'm going to throw a double seal in it though, which I do with all the meat we process at home, just to make sure we get it totally sealed up and don't have anything leaky. Usually, when you seal it, I always do a double seal because sometimes it doesn't seal. I usually just try to peel it apart with my fingers. And if it doesn't come loose, then you're good. Let's see how much. That there is just shy of 3 pounds. So that is almost 3 pounds of chicken. You would be getting 3 pounds of chicken at Walmart in one bag.
Came all the way back.
Well, the first one was just under 3 pounds. That one,
It's over.
which that one has the breastbone in it still.
Yeah. That's
I bagged the wings separate because we'll have all 8 wings for smoking like we did the last time. Alright, I'm gonna go get another bird. Well, it did cut through it pretty good, rather than how I normally do it, where I peel one side off. But it left this. Then I have one piece that has a big chunk of cartilage and a piece that has a small chunk of cartilage. We'll see how it turns out whenever we cook. I'll make sure I mark these bags accordingly. But that's chicken number 2 pieced out in just a couple minutes. Okay, so it's actually the day after I quartered everything up. I wanted to give you guys some numbers. So I did the math, and total between the 8 birds was 43 pounds. Our heaviest dressed weight was 7 pounds and 4 ounces. So that is a big chicken. I had almost doubled our weight. It was exactly 10 pounds heavier with these 4 chickens than it was the other 4 chickens. Kind of a big thing. It's kind of neat to do the numbers on things. Like, we had a bird that weighed 9 pounds and one that, or 812, and then one that weighed 909. That's some big birds. No, I probably shouldn't have let them go that long. They were a little bit tough to eviscerate and things, but it's totally fine. We're gonna eat them. But thanks for watching, guys, and thank you for going with us on that journey of raising Cornish cross chickens. We really appreciate it. If you haven't, check us out on Instagram as well as on Facebook. We do post lots of neat things on there. We'll see you soon, guys. God bless.